great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how... Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. Last time out, more than 150 yards and a couple of trips to the end zone. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from the season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside, some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes a grab at the 10. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Red Raiders offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Makes a grab and room to run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Boley. Got a man, it's Harris. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
He could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from his passing.
Pulls it on the option. There's some room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Finds his man, it's Simmons. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Dickey. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The short hands, it's Simmons.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Quick completion on the out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Dickey. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the outside. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll try to get it through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on fourth and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunity.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with Memphis taking on the number 19 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Tigers able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC. Now over to your game in Lubbock. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... at 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coming out of the locker room, Coach Dillingham told me something crucial. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Dickey. Jumped on top of the pile.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Took care of it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is it.
Turns on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. The give, Quentin Joyner running right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's sticky. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He got it, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football that goes with. Necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Brown again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Looking for a man. It's Bowling. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of point.
Caught, and he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll move the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
To the air, it's Bowling. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try the counter. Breaks into the open. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. looking to pass. It's Boley, right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. He's got the tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Dickey. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The run inside. It's Dickey. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.